Previously on Ex-Wives of Rock.
Business is booming. It's definitely time to do my own clothing line.
I'm exhausted being your friend.
I feel stupid.
I didn't tell you to move into this.
What do you mean?
And hurt.
I can't take it. I'm having a breakdown.
And then people are going like, so why don't you just get your and move out?
Stop. No, I'm not a idiot.
Yeah, it's like that, huh?
This year has been the roughest year of my life. I just want to talk to you about Maddie. She's starting to worry me.
She's been drinking a lot, and I've been concerned about where it's gonna go.
I just need your help.
If you charted the ex-wives and their various degrees of separation, you'd get why their circle of trust is so small. It starts with Athena, who was married to James Kotak of the Scorpions, and is sister to Tommy Lee of Motley Crue. Through Tommy, she met lead singer Vince Neil, and through Vince, she met Sharise. And thanks to Vince, Sharise met Bobbie. At the time, Bobbie was married to lead singer Janie Lane of Warrant. They were married for about, 5 or 10 minutes, after which Bobbie was engaged to Athena's brother Tommy. But then she made the mistake of introducing Tommy to this girl, Pam. And we all know what happened there. Oh, I almost forgot. Thanks to her ex Janie, Bobbie met Jerry Dixon, who was married to Blue. So, you see, from the beginning, the ex-wives have been a pretty close-knit unit, which can have its downsides.
This circle is so small, you cannot say something haphazardly and expect it not to come back and bite you in the ass.
Blue said that you stole her idea.
I run a company for 14 years and I steal all my friends' ideas when they're not looking. Come on.
All right, so that's the haphazard trash talk part. And here's the bite you in the butt part.
You're gonna do my line of clothing?
I already have 3 lines on a bikini line.
She doesn't hear the word no. To start a whole new line, you have to give it time.
There's no freaking time.
She just hears, try a little harder.
And that's what brought Blue to designer Ashley Page.
We're about to change the pole dancing apparel forever. I'm totally in.
I do not think that Blue can afford Ashley Page, but let her try.
Well, Blue tried,
That's $10,000 for me to do that. The second thing is $50,000.
and Blue failed.
There's just not enough money.
So what's her solution? Well, I'll give you a hint. It involves the words flog and dead horse.
And why don't we sit on the sofa? Well, I've called Sharise over, and we're gonna talk about her potentially doing my clothing line.
I think I know what she's gonna say.
How much is she charging? 10,000, 20,000 a month.
You were right. Baby steps. Baby steps is the key. I want to get off the ground, and you've done this. You've run your own business. You've started your own line.
For
and
14 years.
what I'd like to do is a partnership.
Oh.
I might as well just give up and say yes, so I can have peace in my life.
I can make you shorts and I can make you a mini skirt.
Oh my God. Sharise agreed to do the clothing line, so I'm super excited.
I'll take you to my warehouse. We'll pick up 3 patterns that you like and we'll go from there.
There's one condition.
You can't do this with me and then go do that with her.
I have to dump Ashley.
Ashley Page.
See ya.
I really hate conflict. I'm a little concerned about how this is gonna go over.
Oh, Sharise and Blue in business together. I did not see that coming. And what Athena's about to do is a bit of a surprise as well.
Guys, call Maddie and come in here.
Hi, Mom.
We're starting a new tradition. We're all gonna have dinner together every Sunday night if it kills me.
Wow, what a great idea. And the kids are obviously thrilled.
No, that's another thing. Cell phones, no nothing. Go upstairs, 15 minutes, come back down, and dinner will be ready. There's things I've been going through that I haven't really shared with them because I feel they've had enough to deal with. Hopefully this dinner will not only get me to explain this situation to them, but maybe we can start talking to each other again. Because it almost seems like we've been living in a house of strangers. I could see your phone in your pocket. Give it up.
I don't have it.
You have your phone.
I don't have it, dude.
Dude?
Dude, yeah, dude.
I love that he's a smart ass. He's very smart, and he could be an ass. He's a cool smart ass.
I figured out I'm gay, so I broke up with Mary Tony.
You're gay now?
Yeah. Me too.
See, this is why we need to do this every Sunday. I didn't even know you were gay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had 3 boyfriends. What are you now?
I sell my body on Craigslist.
It's all because we don't eat together. There's another thing I want to tell you, but it's all good. It's all totally good, but I just didn't want to tell you. You guys know that I've been acting weird for a while.
Uh-oh.
I was sick for a few months and I didn't tell you guys. And I had some cancer issues again. And I had to go back and do 3 treatments, tests, biopsies, ultrasounds. It wasn't fun, and you guys watched me drink myself into the ground, and I apologize.
But are you
Half
okay
the
now?
times yeah, as long as I take care of myself, though.
Oh, okay.
They're probably a little mad at me, and I get that.
I can't
but
imagine drinking or smoking helping that at all.
But I just want to let you know that you don't have to hide stuff from us anymore. Because that
know
just
what?
makes it worse. It's like, it makes us more mad at you because we don't know what's going on. And we're just like, what? She's just drinking and sitting in her room just to do it.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
And then when you like ask me to take you, I just think it's, I'm like, oh, cool, she just wants to drink. And
I know, I'm sorry. I thought the less you knew, the better, but probably I was wrong.
that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Part of me keeping it together is keeping it together with you guys. Only time we like see each other is passing in the hallway.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Maddie's pretty whatever about what I'm saying, but that's just who he is. He's that guy. If ever he's uncomfortable with something, he goes straight for the joke. Please, let's do this once a week. Try to make it a plan.
Well, how about that? Athena's making a plan. Sharise and Blue are making plans. Of course, the most important part of any plan is actually sticking to it.
Sharise said yes on one condition.
You can't do this with me and then go do that with her.
Dump Ashley Page. I'm going down to Ashley's new retail space to break the news. Basically, we're breaking up. I need to go in with my head on straight and not be swayed to the other side.
Okay, so I have good news and I have bad news.
Coming up,
Just tell me the truth.
Sharise is doing.
I knew it!
Exactly the reaction that I didn't want.
These are the people who are not coming to help me today. Sharise, Athena, and Blue.
the ex-wives are making plans.
We're starting a new tradition.
Athena's planning to pay more attention to her kids,
We're all gonna have dinner together every Sunday night if it kills me.
whether they like it or not. Sharise and Blue are now planning a pole dance clothing line, whether that's smart or not,
She's a train out of control going down the highway.
which is why she's got one simple request.
You can't do this with me and then go do that with her.
Hi!
I don't want to hurt Ashley's feelings. I have to deliver this gently and extremely decisively.
I have good news and I have bad news.
Well, give me the bad news first.
I can't partner with you.
Phew. Off the hook.
My partner's like, you gotta be really focused on your brand.
I'm feeling really fortunate about this.
All she has to do now is say goodbye and leave.
This actually is kind of a little bit of a relief that you're saying this right now.
Oh, good.
I'm nowhere near this stage. I'm
Yeah.
not even close.
Truer words were never spoken. Now say adios, Blue, and make a clean getaway.
I just need 3
Time.
colors of booty shorts and a t-shirt for right now.
Great. Good to know. Now get out of there.
Then, once there's a brand established, then we can go in and collaborate and do something awesome.
So apparently, Blue's plans for softening the blow to Ashley is to make more plans with her.
You know, I have to say, I wondered whether or not it was the right thing.
Oh, well, maybe Ashley won't notice Blue tried dumping her after she just dumped Blue.
I can't believe it.
I
Are you
was-
saying you don't like? I really was
so worried
excited
that I was
about
gonna upset
this.
you. I probably shouldn't mention that I'm gonna go with Sharise on this one because I think it may be upsetting.
You're gonna come back to me though.
Of course.
You
Of
didn't
course.
go. Is your friend doing the bikinis? Just tell me the truth.
Sharise is doing.
I knew it.
Wow, Blue wasn't lying. She really doesn't handle confrontation well.
Let me be
Please,
totally honest with you.
straight talk.
Sharise came to me and she said, you know, I feel really bad, you know, about what happened.
Maybe my memory's going, but I don't think that's exactly how it went down.
What I'd like to do is a partnership.
She doesn't hear no for an answer.
Well, I'm just gonna go. I I have a lot to do and I'm just really upset right now.
Exactly the reaction that I didn't want.
Place is beautiful.
So maybe Blue's plan to dump Ashley with as little awkwardness as possible didn't quite go as planned, but it still had the desired result.
I don't know if she'll ever want to talk to me again at this point.
Oh well, at least causing unnecessary social awkwardness is one of the few things Blue and Bobbie have in common.
I haven't really spoken to the other girls since the blowout at Blue's house.
Hey, shut it. Stop.
No, babe,
Stop.
really not to get you
I'm
really
trying to talk.
My reaction to their intervention was not very nice.
I know what the I need.
Lost my temper and ran out.
Off.
Dude, really?
I don't need it, you guys.
Bobbie's tantrum may have been a blessing. With no one else to turn to, she had to go back to Guy.
Guy is a relationship therapist.
Why are you in a relationship with someone that doesn't have any respect for you and makes you crazy?
I go back and forth between, I love you, let's work it out, to you, I don't want to see you again.
That's not a relationship. That's a nightmare.
At this point, the worst thing I could do is nothing.
And what Bobbie's doing today could hardly be described as nothing.
I'm moving today. Sheila's coming to help me today, and I also hired some movers. Hi, I'm Bobbie.
Tony,
Nice to meet you. These are the people who are not coming to help me today. Sharise, Athena, and Blue. It looks like a lot. It's just a lot of small boxes. This shit goes. The big furniture is not mine. The mattress and box spring stays. That stuff goes, but not the big ones. That chair's not mine. There's a big desk back here, doesn't go.
Well, that doesn't go there. You have to stick it in a box. I think we're done, you guys.
What's up, dude?
Hey, man. Pickle showed up right at the end, oh, perfect timing.
What is going on, dude?
All right, didn't work out. Didn't work out. I had to do this one. I mean, honestly, even though I said, oh, I'll be fine, I had to do this one last thing just to know for sure that I can never go back. I had to at least give it a shot, one last try, so I would know. Hey, I'll make use of your manpower offloading. This place sucks. This is the hallway. This isn't my choice. This isn't where I chose to move. It was no deposit, no lease. This is not my choice.
Okay, so exactly what went down?
I feel like he used me, and he will never admit that, and he tries to blame me for everything that's happened right now. I feel stupid.
Okay, let's start with a hug. Let's do a reset. Okay, give me a hug. Okay. Give me a hug. Look. Number one, you're not stupid.
Pickle's trying to make me feel better, but I do feel stupid. I feel like an idiot.
Thank you again. Love you too.
I don't like to be alone. I don't. I just feel broken right now. I have to start fresh. I don't have a choice. I'm hoping there's a chance I can make amends with the girls, because where I'm at is toxic.
Coming up.
This has a lot of stretch, but it's very thin.
I feel like a high school student cramming for an exam.
Where have you been all this time? I can't think of any worse time for this to be going on.
None of the ex-wives ever planned to marry a rock star.
It was excellent until it was crappy.
And certainly none of them ever planned on what happened after they divorced their husbands.
It was not good times. It was horrible.
But despite all the pain and suffering, the ex-wives have not stopped hoping for something better from their lives. That hope is what led Bobbie to move in with her dubious boyfriend.
You told me to move in.
I didn't tell you to move in here.
And that same hope is what prompted her to move out as well.
It looks like a lot.
And Sharise is hoping the new clothing line she's planning with Blue will go well.
Boop, boop, sexy.
Provided Blue doesn't say something to screw it up.
She's a train out of control going down the highway.
Sharise and I have gone out today to pick up favorites.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it gorge?
Here's some zebra. Here's a yellow-based leopard.
Ooh, snake.
Yep, just a couple of cougars shopping for animal prints.
Here's a little more cheetah.
Nothing cliched about that at all.
Sharise helped me get the most practical and basic materials for what I wanted.
This has a lot of stretch, but it's very thin.
And then threw in a splash of pizzazz to dress it up just a little bit.
Diego, I need one of these too. The pink leopard. Last night I worked on a little business plan for you.
Really?
Yeah. You can do both miniskirt and hot pants in the same roll of fabric.
Okay. I feel like a high school student cramming for an exam that I slept through most of the year.
60 yards times 4 240 minis. You can break that up and you're gonna get which will be $10. Total production cost on the miniskirts is $900, $2,500.
Way too much information.
You are so smart, dude. I'm a newborn. I'm crowning right now.
Now that is too much information.
While Sharise and Blue take care of business, Athena is across town, taking care of family.
I'm heading over to my brother's house to see my mom today.
Where have you been all this time? I haven't seen you.
Look at you with your toe rings.
Why not? They're gonna stay there till I'm gone.
She has everything you can have. COPD, emphysema, diabetes, osteoporosis. She's happy when I come and visit, but I know she's miserable because she tells me.
Next Tuesday, Alice is gonna come take me to the doctor.
So all this other stuff's not helping? Just nothing? It's super tough to see her like that. This is not her, you know? Uh-oh. She's been the one person that I will go to no matter what. Every Sunday now, everybody's gonna sit down.
You should make him do that every day.
Watching my mom fade wouldn't have been good if everything was great in my life. So right now, with the divorce and me getting sick in the middle of everything, I can't think of any worse time for this to be going on.
Everything is yours.
I think this whole year for me can suck it.
Well, nobody's seen Athena in several days. Everybody's getting really worried. Last night, she showed up at my house. She looked like she'd aged 50 years when she came to the door. There's something very, 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 very wrong.
This thing is just so much bigger than me.
She's drinking herself to death. Nobody's seen Athena in several days. Everybody's getting worried. Last night, she showed up at my house, and she was not in very good shape. I tried to call Sharise, but she's out of town, so I had to call Bobbie. She brought Toby and Athena's friend, Deej.
What the No. Let me see. Starting with Maddie punching me in the face, giving me a black eye. My mom, she's days from not being here. Or James being in my life every 2 seconds. I just wanted to go away. I swear to God, I take 10 steps forward and 100 steps back.
How did the fight start between you and Maddie?
I grounded him because he was talking to me like an asshole.
Being disrespectful?
Yep, big time. He hung up with him and all of a sudden started calling me every name he could think of, and I grabbed his shoulders and he just clocked me in the face.
After seeing her mom, she went home and she got into it with Maddie, and she fell off the wagon hard. And someone called 911, and she ended up in the hospital.
He's angry right now, and he needs you. You need to be present.
If
you can't do it for yourself, you need to do it for him.
You can't do it.
He's 14 years old.
Toby sees what goes on. Miles sees what goes on. They know that most of the time I'm a really, really good person, and I just have my breaking points.
You are a good person.
And I just had one.
I don't think she's gonna live very long with the way she looked today.
You have to face this, and you have to get some therapy, and you have to work through the trauma, which is your divorce, because it's killing you inside, and you have no way of processing it. I mean, it needs to happen. I pulled some strings, and I've made some phone calls, and I have some help for you.
It's getting out of hand, and we're worried about you.
I was scared last night. I was scared.
I know, I'm on the lam right now. Ran away from the hospital.
How did you get out of the hospital?
I signed myself out and I left.
Janie used to do that all the time. Look where he is. I just saw my ex-husband die from this same disease. She's drinking herself to death.
It's like this thing is just so much bigger than me.
I know, but you know what? We're gonna make it smaller.
I think I have it bad. She's going through it way worse.
You need to face this, and you need to get 100%. Say you check in to New Perceptions, where I've got you locked in there.
I can't afford that stuff.
No trip. You know I got connections. I need you to take care of you today. Like, we need you to.
She's not dying on my watch, that's for sure. I couldn't live without her.
Come on, just look at me for a second. Look at me. Okay, look at me. Look at me, dude. I love you. We're here for you. You can do this.
It's hard for her to hear how much she means to us and how she fulfills our lives and, you know, how much she matters and she brings joy to people. She doesn't see that in herself.
With all of our love and support and just let go of it and let other people help you. And can I get you to commit to that?
Yes.
Promise?
Oh, promise.
You're gonna check into a rehab facility.
This is the right thing. She knows. She knows.
This has been a rough year, man. I mean, what does keep us together? I don't know. I mean, we've known each other for years. There's things about each other we can't stand.
You have to keep Blue the away from me.
There's things about each other that we love.
This is awesome.
If we've gone this long, we'll always make it through and be friends, I think. That's real, that's sincere, and you can't fake that.